Welcome Unicums and soon to be Unicums. I'm OK Reader, and today I'm going to be going over the topic of knowing when to relocate. Maybe you're struggling with some games where you find your teammates on the other side of the map. It just seems like they just completely abandoned you and you're left on the flank and the entire enemy just rushes you and you just end up dying. Well, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys when to move out of those sticky situations, how to spot them ahead of time, and yeah, let's dive right into the video. So, I'm going to this spot where I can go haul down. It might seem like I'm safe right now, but in reality, they are pushing the left side really hard, and I'm getting shot by this Leo that's going to poke up soon, and what you are going to see me doing is I'm constantly looking behind me to see if my teammates are able to support me. I do see that our E100 and our 7201K is in the middle, which means that when those guys do flank around, they are going to absolutely destroy me because I'm going to be the first one that they're going to push. So what I do is I quickly get out of there, and now I'm just relocating to a spot where I can potentially get shots into this IS-4. I see that he's moving behind hard cover and that he's most likely not going to push me anytime soon. So I'm just relocating back here. Remember how I said those guys were all pushing me down the middle lane? Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to a spot where I can get shots into those guys that are pushing me down the middle lane. And right here, you guys see me get into a spot where I can get shots into these guys. I somehow get spotted. I don't know who even spotted me. I should not have gotten spotted. Next time, I guess I'll just hug the red line a bit more. Nevertheless, I'm gonna wait until I get unspotted until I do poke over again. That's why I'm kind of poke a little aggressive for that 113. When I get spotted there, I know there's someone behind that bush, so I'm just going to relocate back here. There, I see that Leo's there. He's a one-shot. So I'm just going to relocate back here to a haul down spot where I can get shots into this Leo, this T110E3. I take out the Leo. And right now, I'm not playing too aggressive because I do know that they are more likely to push us, and when they do push us, I'll be able to get shots when they are distracted by this mouse instead of by me. So instead of overextending for that E3, I do decide to go for his E100 instead because I do see that he would be able to shoot me if I did poke out a little too much. And I'm just going to relocate back here to take out their one-shots. In these situations, you definitely want to focus down to one-shots. Unless you see a situation like I was in where if I clearly overextended, I would have gotten killed by the E100. And now remember that mouse in the middle? Well, for these guys to push the mouse, what they actually have to do is they have to go into my crossfire. What I've actually set up here is a really good crossfire. And now I'm tracking this IS-4. I end up setting him on fire. I see that my Leo is flanking around. He dies, unfortunately, so now it's me against two one-shots. Now, this is where I pull a little trick in the book. See what I'm doing here? I'm making them think that I'm going towards the right side, and when I'm unspotted, I just whip around here. And now I'm going to completely catch them off guard. This 113 is looking towards the left side, expecting me to come around that corner. This IS-4 is completely caught off guard. I bounce him, but I'm going to end up taking him out. Securing around 4,000 damage. The win, and if I had not relocated like that, we definitely would not have gone to crossfire. Securing the win. And now on to the next game. I'm going to be on Canyon in my T62A again. I just feel like it's much more easier to explain these relocations when I am playing a more mobile tank. So that's why I'm not really focusing on heavies, because when you're in a heavy, you're not going to relocate much. You're just going to stick in one spot and stay in that one spot the entire game. Anyways, I'm going towards the middle here, my T62A. I'm not overextending because I know that I don't have enough gun depression to get shots off. So I'm just looking for guys crossing down the left side, seeing if I can get shots into them. They aren't pushing the left side, so I'm just going to hang back here and let them make their first move. Let them get distracted by my teammates. It really isn't a good situation here because they have pretty big tank destroyers, and for me to get shots to this IS-7, I do have to kind of overextend, risking getting shot by those TDs. Now I see that grill pushing towards the right side, so I know that the only tank destroyer that they could possibly have on the left side is a 268. So I am still keeping this in mind while I'm getting shots into this IS-7. And what's going through my mind right now is that grill pushing the right side. Whenever a lightly armored tank pushes one side, it usually means that he has teammates backing him up. So I'm gonna go for this Leo here. I'm not gonna be able to get shots and hit him, but I'm gonna have to relocate here soon. That's what I'm thinking, because I see that I have a teammate on the left side. I can easily wrap around, relocate, and go back to where that guy is to potentially push that Leopard 1. But I'm just hanging back in case they push the right side really hard and I can get some crossfire in here. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just stalling for time right now. I'm letting the enemy team make their first move. In these situations, all you want to do is conserve your hit points. The more health, the better, and it all comes down to trading. If an enemy tank isn't spotted, you generally don't want to poke over to spot them in these situations when they have the lead, because when the enemy has the lead, they're more likely to poke and get spotted, and that's how you secure the lead in these types of games. Now, as I see this IS-7 starting to play aggressive, I do know that they're getting ready to push me. And since they have the 2-tank lead, it's only a matter of time until they push aside. So I quickly get out of here. I know that that Leo is still on the left side of the map. So I am going to move back here to help support my teammate for that Leo. And right here, I'm still wary about that 268. I don't really know where he is, so that's why I kind of stayed there and waited to get on spot, because I didn't want to cross that river and get shot by a 268. And now as I'm moving back, I'm trying to get shots into guys that are crossing down the middle towards my teammates. However, I'm not able to really get any shots here, so I'm just going to hold and wait for him to push a little more. Now, I notice that there's a little gap here, and as long as that tank to the left of me is distracted, I know that I can get shots down this lane. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I see my M48 Patton holding there, and I know that they have the lead, so they're going to push him really soon. So I'm just going to focus down the low HP targets, taking out the IS-7, and now I'm just going for the Leopard 1. When it comes down to prioritizing targets, it mainly comes down to focusing down the lowest hit point target, then going for the highest DPM target, which in this case would be the Leopard 1. I'm getting shots at him, and I believe my teammate's going to take him out pretty quickly here. No, I end up taking him out, but my teammate gets a shot into him. And now, just like that, we have almost secured the lead. The enemy team still has one take advantage. Now, by dropping down there, what I intentionally did was I drew out that 268, knowing that I had a 183 backing me up, and now I'm just gonna take out this guy with a heat shot, securing the kill. And now we have successfully evened up the scoreboard, make it 3-on-3 right now. I'm still at almost full health, and I'm just gonna go to that position again to get crossfire. And the reason why I overextended here, because I'm getting ready to push. I was gonna push that guy if the 183 didn't take him out. And now what you guys see me do here is kind of push right down the river. I I am aware that they have a 268 looking down at me. Yeah, there we go. He gets a shot to me, but that's a risk I was willing to take just to get the last bit of damage, because in these types of situations when you do have the lead, you don't really want to care too much about your hit points. You only really want to care about your hit points at the beginning of the match so that you can get a bunch of damage at the end. And another thing that was going through my mind is the timer. You always want to be looking at the timer in these situations. When you have a long game, it's usually going to come down to the wire when it comes down to the timer, and you always want to be keeping an eye on it. And that's why I'm playing really aggressively against this guy right now. We only have 20 seconds to kill him, but we're going to be able to take him out. And this is going to be the final game of this video, and I hope you guys learned something. Maybe it was knowing when to predict the enemy pushing. Maybe it was knowing how to relocate. Either one of those two. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider hitting that like button. It really just shows that you're supporting what I'm doing. And if you're really supporting what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.